First of all, congratulations on this project. I thought it was fantastic. It has a very creepy sense to it, and uh, it's so unique. What was it about this character that caught your attention?
Thank you very much. I was very excited about the script, I think, as a whole. I was very excited to speak to Antonio Negret. He was my first phone call. And I read the script and I just thought, wow, this is such a unique take on an exorcism film. And I'm really interested in characters who live in extremes. And I think Candice is certainly one of them. To move your family and your teenage son to Ecuador as a missionary is a very particular lifestyle. And I was Daniel Gillies, who plays my husband, wonderful Daniel Gillies, and I came up with a really fun backstory for the characters of what they might be running from. In terms of their past demons and what they've been involved with to now have this life. So I was really interested in her as a character and why she needs to be so certain about things.
Interesting. Going with that, Ecuador was the atmosphere was so beautiful, but at the same time, with so much history, it gives a creepiness to it. The seclusion of it is even more. What was it like being out there and filming on location?
Incredible. It was incredible I'd never been to South America at all. So getting to go to Ecuador to make this film has been one of the most, I'll never forget it. And I'm so glad that you speak to like the seclusion and that we almost felt at moments, Daniel Gillies and I would talk about how it almost felt like a Western at times, this film, which I love. Like I think it really crosses genres at times, this film. The landscapes were unbelievable. I've only seen the film once, but watching it was so interesting because I was sort of going, I remember it being this beautiful, but I might have just been in an altitude haze because we were so high up that it was almost like experiencing it all over again, watching the film and going, were we really there? Like, wow, that's wild.
Yeah, that's interesting. As you watch it again, does it hold up for you? Do you feel like your performance really captured what the script was about, and you
Mm.
were able to kind of suspend reality for a while?
Oh, I mean, uh, I never know how to watch myself as an actor. Like it's always a tricky bit of business for me. But what I will say about this film is that I really believed that we were a family, um, and a family like really trying to find their way and to deal with this horrific thing that's happening. So to me, I go, okay, that's success then. Like I really believe we're a family, and I love. I guess I love watching myself in the context of all of the performances. And like there are a couple of scenes, particularly I would say with Mercy, who plays Rosa, um, that feel I go, wow, I'm really interested in this dynamic between these two women. So for me, it's always like, how does the scene feel? How do the relationship dynamics feel? So I felt happy with that.
That is awesome. Going a little bit with that, one of the unique aspects of this is the culture clash. It seems that you're mixing two cultures that wouldn't necessarily fit together, but
Mhm.
uh, it's incredible to see on screen. Uh, how was it, living amongst this different culture?
Amazing. Amazing. I mean I love being Canadian. I love where I live, but I really missed when I left Ecuador, I really missed like the just very open affection that I felt from the crew all the time. Like it's I live in Vancouver and I really like Vancouver, but it's a bit of a different like sort of general vibe here. It was just so beautiful to I was saying in a previous interview that there was one crew member. I can't speak much Spanish because I grew up speaking French in Canada, and I learned a little bit here and there, but we almost like couldn't say two words to each other. And we were like weeping when we said goodbye to each other. And I just like, that's so special to me that we actually like, we share so much beyond like comprehensible language, that was really cool too. And I missed the people so much. I missed the cast and crew a lot when we finished filming.
That is awesome to hear. One of the aspects of your character that I really enjoyed was the fact that she's trying to do good. That's I think the most important part of it.
Mhm.
And towards the end, there's a twist that kind of puts her whole life into a different perspective. What is
Mhm.
it like getting into that part of your character?
I think that was my favorite part about the arc for the character is like I think a lot of humans face a point in their lives where they go, I might be wrong,
Mhm.
or I might need to look at a different lens on life. And that I find that like the most compelling thing about like telling stories as an actor is like, okay, I I might need to change here in order to get what I want or to save my son or to whatever. Like I think it's such a the universal thing of people sort of having to go like, wow, I might need to open my mind or my focus or whatever, so that um it is so the stakes are so high, for that moment in this woman's life in this film. So for me, it's kind of like the crux of the whole thing for Candice is like to accept that her certainties are not going to save her at this moment.
You've been a part of many different genres, but and some other horror films as well, or horror projects. What was it about this project that stood out to you?
Mm, the atmosphere, I think, in this project is incredible. And I think also just Antonio and Daniel Negret are like some of the loveliest people I've ever worked with. And they made the entire experience like absolutely wonderful. I felt so cared for, and to be so far from home and to feel that way is like is so beautiful. And I think I could tell immediately, like I could tell that it was a real like a considered, it was quite a family affair as well, this project. Like, I know a lot of their family members were supportive in a lot of different ways. And I could feel that right from the beginning, like right from my first conversation with Antonio, was that it was going to be like an intimate passion project. And so many indie films are passion projects, but I just could feel that familial um, I could just feel what a family situation it would be.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. This is a fantastic film. You did an amazing job, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure to talk with you.